Hey guys, today I'm going to do a review on books. Now, some of you may have heard of books, and some of you may not have heard of books. And for those who haven't, they're these kind of brick type things. But instead of being made of hardened clay, they are made out of this sort of thinly sliced paper. I don't have a book with me at the moment, but I do have this. There's a bunch of sheets of paper, which is made out of wood. If I had an actual book here, that's how the pages of the book would sound when I flip them. That sounds pretty nice. So if you could imagine that this is bound together, this is what a book would be. And instead of the pages being blank, there would be words on them. That's what a book is. And I'll go ahead and give you my review of books. The good thing about books is there's a lot of stuff. It'll take you a long time to read a book. However, if you cannot read, you will never be able to get, from the beginning or end of an entire book. That's one thing to look out for. Can you read? If not, books might not be for you. Of course, if you can't read, books are always good to use as bricks. I would recommend books to people who want to spend a lot of time getting to the end of a story. You know how long a movie's going to be. You don't know how long a book's going to be. Like with a movie, you can see when you look it up on Netflix, you can see this movie is 2 hours long. With books, you can't. You see the number of pages, and it doesn't have a number of hours there. It's just pages. Books are sort of like movies, but one of the main differences is that you're not going to hear or see anything. Everything is going to suggest that things are seen or heard, but visions won't pop into your head necessarily unless you imagine them. It's important that while you're reading a book, when it says, hey, this guy goes over to the window, you're not just reading the words. You're actually, in your head, you're imagining that a person is walking over to the window. For some people, that might be a challenge. I know for me it was, because it just takes a minute to think about what that looks like. I'm a slow reader. I would rate books a 6 out of 11. It's just not as fun as anything else. It's not as fun as like going outside, and it's not as fun as a video game because you don't have any control over what the letters in the books do. Books gets one of my lowest ratings. 6 out of 11 if you're like me and you have a hard time like thinking and imagining things. But if you have an imagination, though it's above average. Is that above average? 6 out of 11 is above average. So that's my review of books. If you want to see my reviews of other things, subscribe. And they'll be coming out real soon.